Your claws.
It's a crab riding a rhino. He's like, well, that's dumb.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Well, that's not realistic at all, guys. I quit.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 52 of Bards and Nobles, the champagne of actual play tabletop RPG podcasts.
Fuck yeah.
I am Brian, and I'll be the Dungeon Master tonight. And I've got a full house with me tonight. Who do we got?
Anthony Boyd playing Grits Grindel, the half-drow rogue.
Trey O'Neill pondering the meaning of existence, playing Flint McShrimpton.
Andrew Danon. I will be playing the Warforged gunsmith Elon Musket.
Aaron Williams playing Baron von Beauregard the Sixth, the Human Ranger.
Blake Harrison playing T-Bay.
That's the most normal intro he's had in like
and
10
Dick
episodes.
There it is.
You were saying?
Fixed it for you.
Curses.
Charles Nelson playing Max Stormblade, the Human Paladin.
Okay, wait, just quick. Did I say Aaron Williams or Andrew Danon?
Yep.
I don't know. I literally can't remember.
All around.
I know what my name is.
If only we recorded it.
All right,
did.
start it over.
All right, who is going to recap for us tonight?
That'll be me.
No, no.
Wait, are you Aaron or Andrew?
Aaron Williams will be doing
What happened to
it.
your hands?
I'm the only one that literally
I
couldn't
recently
remember.
got a cat.
That's
Okay,
not
what happened to your hands?
You're doing it wrong.
Turning into a cat.
I was petting my cat, and it petted me back. So last time on the episode, we were cooking dinner, and it was going really well. And then Flint and I think probably Grits as well started a fight with the knight, and so they
I'm
need.
fucking Batman. I am the knight.
And,
No, we fought the night.
Is that a
and
goddamn
so they needed some help, and Flint turned into flames to light up the night, and that made more people want to fight him. And then, we raged against the knight, and we won. And then we protected the mounts with a Liamon's tiny hut, and then we went to go eat dinner.
You got a
And
mouse in
that
your
is
pocket?
where we will be, is eating dinner,
All right,
right?
who stayed in the hut up top, ground level
I stayed up there long enough to
for the night?
no.
Okay.
I went to go eat dinner.
So Grits stayed in the hut.
I wanted to get
I'm
Taco
in the
Bell.
hut.
Elon, did you stay up there?
No, I went
Okay.
down.
Flint is in the hut.
All right, so Shrimp and Grits together again.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
else
like
went back
Flint
down?
and Grits. I like that name better.
Six. And
Max
All right.
went down.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, he does.
Magic fingers.
How forward of you, sir. You
nice
guys head
watch.
back down, and you see Gillian just kind of slumped
Gillian?
over at a table with his head down, and he looks up when you guys, come in. He's just like, I really don't appreciate that, guys. He's mostly addressing you, Baron, because you two are the only ones that have really he's developed any kind of rapport with. He's like, I opened my home to you. I make this dinner, which is already cold, and then you run off and whatever. You guys can stay for the night, but I would really appreciate if you left in the morning.
Drama queen.
Well, Gillian, I apologize. My friends got attacked by some night terrors up top, and
He perks up at that. His eyes go wide. He says, "You mean the night spawn?
yes,
What? Why? How? What?"
I don't know. I went up there, and the attack was in mid-session, and after fighting them back for a while, we managed to bring it back to a calm, and that's what held us up. I apologize for our tardiness.
He says, "You idiots! How do you not know? You don't. What did they do? Like, why? What caused them to come here?"
I'm just as unsure as you are. I asked, and it sounded like it just happened It just happened out of circumstance. I'm not sure.
Elon, Keybe, and Max, you guys are in the room.
I don't know if I used that term right.
He's just like, yeah, you guys, you should leave. You can stay for the night. Food's already cold. You can have whatever you want, but just go.
Do they not normally bother you over here?
No. That's why I stay underground.
Well, we were just checking on our mounts, the steeds that we rode in on.
Yeah,
And-
they were fine. I walked past them when I came in. They were doing just fine.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you, one of our party members went up there to check on them, and then all of a sudden an attack commenced. I'm not sure what drew them here, but I apologize. We're not trying to,
Maybe they just smelled what you were cooking, and they were like, "That smells good."
He says, as good as my cooking is, I don't think that's what did it. They leave me alone. This was a safe house.
Are you
That's
aware of
interesting.
what draws them?
Yeah, I don't set any fires. I don't make any noises. I stay underground. I stay hidden.
Maybe it was the mounts that made a noise or something, or perhaps
Or the fire.
did somebody set a fire? I went up there and I saw a fire. I wasn't sure.
Did you
if that
idiots set a fire?
I didn't. I was
Not
here.
really
I was down
set
here
a
with
fire as much as burn down the countryside.
He sighs heavily, puts his head in his hands, and he's just like, "Is the fire out now? Are they still coming?"
you. Like I said, we brought it back down to a piece.
A piece of what?
Piece of fire.
Piece of ass.
He says, "Well, it's fine. I have other safe houses. I don't know. Just we all need to be out of here in the morning."
I mean, this place is pretty nice. I mean, maybe they won't come back.
I apologize, Gillian. If I could have prevented it, you know that I would have.
Yeah, sure, whatever. It's fine. And then he starts walking away.
I don't press the issue. I let him walk away, and I grab a plate for myself and 2 extra plates. And
You greedy son of a bitch.
I want to go topside.
Okay.
You're gonna carry.
3 plates up a ladder.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
I will.
He just throws the food in his backpack.
You get to the ladder and realize it might be difficult with 3 plates.
I lay one down.
If
and
you
then
run
I climb
fast
up with 2
enough.
of them, and then I come back down and get the other one.
So wait, did he have like a plate laid out for each of us, and BreAnne just grabs 3?
Yeah. He already
All right.
walked away. He didn't see it.
How many plates are left?
Elon, yeah. I don't know. 6, 7. So there's 4 plates left.
I take 4 plates.
Well, he's got tiny hands. He can.
I'm going to need a dexterity check after the second plate.
at double disadvantage.
At triple advantage.
Whoa.
Cancels it out into just a normal roll.
Am I adding anything to it? Oh, my
Dexterity.
dexterity. Yeah, you said that. That's a 9.
It's a 9.
9.
You reach for the third plate and you knock it off the counter and it just spills onto the ground. Elon and Max, you guys are watching him do this as he just spills some food out on the floor.
I scoop up some of the food and then eat the rest off the floor.
Okay.
While holding 2
after
plates.
after
wait.
struggling for a little bit, BreAnne, you make it to the top with your 2 plates.
All right, and then I offer them to Grits and Shrimp, and I tell them that our host is a little unhappy with the course of events that just went down. He seems to be a little paranoid. Did one of y'all start a fire?
He's sitting there talking to me. He's in the middle of seeing me set up my poisoner's kit just on the ground right there. And I just look at him like,
I mean, I built a little fire right there. I point over to where the little campfire I made was. I started that one.
Did you keep feeding it?
oh, we
No,
used up all the fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all the fuel into it at one point.
Okay, yeah,
So-
it's embers then at this
Yeah.
point.
He seemed to think that the fire was what did it.
Well,
So
Did what?
attracted them. He seems to think that it was, the fire or possibly even the noise that was made
So the fire attracts them and kills them?
I'm not sure of the rules. I didn't know about this, but he made it very adamant that we should be out of here in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, as far as I was concerned, that was the plan anyways, but, it's unfortunate that we've upset our host.
Ask him what draws the night creatures in. I feel like that's the burning question.
He said that it was fire or noise.
But I feel like in Blood Blossom, like the light is what kept them at bay.
Or was it I'm not there, am I?
Nope.
I feel like I'm not there.
I don't know. I feel like there's still a lot
two
we
plates
need to.
Of food, or you just
There's
leave
still
them?
a lot we need to work out.
Yeah.
On that.
Oh yeah, sure.
I-
You ate all of it.
I hand them the 2 plates and say, well, if you guys want something better than dry
Rations.
stored rations, then here you go.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And then I go back down and I grab my plate.
Before he leaves, I say, do you think we can trust what they've made, what he's made for us?
I helped him prepare it, absolutely.
I've ate like 6 helpings.
I go, Baron, you can have mine. I'll stick with rations for right now.
It's like, and also, Baron, thank you for getting my mount. And
Also-
I was like, this is for you. And I hand him the rod that I gained at Dragon's Maw.
If I start getting loopy, I blame Aaron.
Okay.
100%.
Or whatever you just ate.
No.
Whatever you just drank.
Literally, if I start getting loopy.
I'm sitting there. I'm still setting up my poisoner's kit. I'm like,
Shine
just,
cider over here.
I was like, it's like hit that button in the middle.
I clicked that button in the middle.
You click the button and it doesn't move. And as you try to inspect it in your hand and turn it, it stays rock solid in space, almost as if it is dimensionally anchored in the physical space in front of you.
It's a rod that's
I click it again.
immovable.
And it loosens and it moves just as it normally would.
I figured
It
you can
seems to
use
be
that as
some
like a
type of
good
immovable
shooting prop or something like that. I couldn't think of a good use. I know you climb trees. You could put as like an escape rope off the back or something.
Yeah.
We could like mount that to your rifle.
Fancy bit. Yeah. Okay.
And like when you're about to go take a shot, you just click that button, complete stability. Take the shot, unclick it, boom.
It's like a bipod, but it doesn't allow me to turn the gun.
exactly.
Hell's a bipod.
It's one leg short of a tripod.
That clears it up.
Aren't we all?
So
One leg more
got another
than
plate of
a
food
pod.
downstairs.
I've eaten
Flint, are you sure you're not hungry?
Yeah, no, I'll stick with my K rations. Thank you.
Okay. And
Your K rations.
You know,
Have
I
ever
stay
eaten
up
a K
there and
ration?
Yeah.
Shit's fucking disgusting.
I go back down to get the other plate, and
As you scuttle downward, you see Kibe just kind of third world squatting over the plate. Just
As soon as he
Keep it,
turns
that
to
was
leave,
mine.
I toss mine towards Cloud the Line.
he laps it up and just like.
Cool. And then I just sit down on my plate and I'm eating my rations and setting up my poisoner's kit.
Okay.
Keep it, that was mine.
I just saw it sitting here on the floor.
That's fair.
And then I go up top where I left my bag and I feed my wolf pup.
Okay.
You
The
can't
last
get in
of
the
the
hut.
food.
Oh.
My wolf pup is not in the hut. He's in the little stone enclosure.
Oh yeah, he was
Suck
inside the tower.
dick.
That's true. All right.
I was just stating, I didn't know if he was with us or not.
No, I just went up top and put my pack down before the fight even started.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I go and catch up with Max and make sure that. Did you get a plate of food?
Nah, I'm all right.
I start working
sure?
on that stuff we talked
Yeah.
about.
I mean, I can split this with you if you're hungry.
You mean intel?
Nah, I'm good. I have some rations.
With advantage because my proficiency
I
with
mean,
it. or-
okay, if you
No,
call
you
that
get to add your
food.
proficiency,
Okay.
but not advantage.
I eat my food and I enjoy it.
All right. So what are you guys doing for the rest of the night?
Jacking
I'm
off.
resting.
I am resting.
Everyone's
Wait,
going
who's
for
jacking
rest?
off? I heard that.
It's been a
Aaron's
stressful
jacking
day,
off.
right?
You gotta rub one out. Relieve some
who's
tension.
going back into the bunker and just finding his place to rest?
right?
I'm retrieving my pack
All right, I'll have to write something up for that.
and going back in the bunker.
All right. So Max, Kibe, Baron,
Do
and
it.
Elon, are all four of you
I'm about to
guys
finish
back in
mine.
the bunker finishing your rest?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, roughly a full night's rest goes by. Grits and Shrimp. Dawn approaches.
Do they guard it?
I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw,
Well, that's some
Everyone?
bullshit.
except for Max and Elon, but everyone.
Huh.
All right. Who's
Wait,
near
did you
me?
say except for Elon and Max, but everyone?
Yep.
I slept next to Max.
Yeah. Oh, did you? You guys cuddle up next to each other?
I don't know, man.
Within how many feet?
10 feet.
Is that
Were
a
you within
con
10
save?
I don't know. Probably
Con
not.
save 12.
12. All right.
18.
I'm 20. I rolled a 20.
23.
You said except me, or were you joking?
Except you.
Okay.
So, Baron, what did you roll?
I rolled a 20 without Max's help.
Okay. All of you. Well, no, I'm sorry.
So
Let me take that back.
confused.
Grits, Kibe, and Baron. You guys wake up with this.
I technically critical too. I rolled a 20.
Oh, no, 20. All right. That's fine. You wake up with this this hacking cough. Like this it started as a tickle at the back of your throat when you're unconscious, and it woke you up as you just violently cough, and you hawk up what first feels like a loogie, but grows and grows and grows in intensity,
A loogie.
in girth, you end up almost violently puking out this black, sticky, fungal mass, and it jerks you awake, and it's painful to get it. It's a burning sensation, and you cough it up, and you just spit it out next to right wherever you are. Everybody, for you three that I just described, give me a D6 roll.
Damn, what the hell did you
Three.
put in this, Aaron? Holy fuck,
3.
man.
Also rolled a 3.
Nice.
A lot of
you
sugar.
Take -3 to your
And now it's all
Constitution
alcohol.
score
Ooh.
Got that right.
as you cough up this fungal mass, and it just leaves you drained, like something had been festering inside you. Max, you feel completely fine.
Okay.
You know what?
Elon, you feel completely fine.
No, I don't.
You notice.
I'm just kidding.
You notice in the crevice of like between where on a humanoid your clavicle would be,
Yeah.
but between armor plates,
Mhm.
you notice these familiar blue mushrooms growing. It looks like they've taken root.
Like,
They're growing a little bit.
I know what you are.
Do you touch it or pick at it?
I just kind of like look at it like,
Yeah.
how'd you get there?
All right. You notice it. And
That's how it spreads.
I would actually,
Oh no, he's opening the book.
I would actually like to kind of like move away from the group, because I remember last time like it releases like a
exactly.
a cloud or a gas,
Okay.
and I just try to like remove one,
Okay.
just to kind of like look at
give
it.
me 1 sec.
Sure.
And Max, you definitely noticed everyone else, or at least you noticed Baron and Kibe waking up, just hawking up that massive, bowl-sized fungal mass.
Can I collect some
Are
of
you
the vial?
impressed?
Are you
yeah,
okay?
sure,
What's
you
going
can,
on here?
but you hear the screams
I don't know.
of
Maybe that food wasn't as good a choice as you suggested.
shrimp.
Or
And
as I suggested.
shrimp. What would the most horrific nightmarish fear look like to Flint McShrimpton?
Being 5 feet tall.
Right now on the road, it would be that.
In a room isolated with Baron.
Well, I mean, listening to him talk would be pretty bad. But if Madison had gone missing and I didn't know where he was,
Okay.
and just like trying to find him and not being able to find him,
All right.
or something horrific happened to him.
Okay. You jerk awake from your slumber and you hear the neighing and the whinnying of Madison.
Baron's cooked something and he pulls the top off and it's Madison's head.
You see a blood trail of animalistic entrails leading off into the grass. You hear the yelps and screams of Madison, and it just something is weighing you down as you try to get to it. But the sounds grow louder and louder, and you definitely hear Madison in pain. And you begin screaming. Grits, you look over and you see from his unconscious body, you see Shrimp just yelling and screaming and fighting out. It looks like he's trapped in a nightmare of some kind.
Oh, little guy's having a dream.
Shrimp, you take.
Gotta wash it down with some water.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You can stop. You can stop.
You take 36 points of psychic damage.
Holy shit.
As this nightmare is so real and so painful. It's just you've never felt this level of fear in your life.
Shrimp is dead.
You're chained to the ground by these spectral chains holding you back, and you see just the top of Madison's head rearing up over the grass line. And you see blood spurts, and you see him yelling and screaming as it looks like something's tearing at him in the distance, and you're just completely powerless to do anything about it.
Can I
Shit's dark, bro.
I just walk over to him. Do I see anything happening while he's screaming?
No, you just see him laying on the ground, just screaming in pain and agony.
I slap him.
And then you try to wake him, right?
Kill him.
You slap him. And he seems to be awake, like his eyes are open. He's looking around, and Shrimp, you see Grits out of nowhere just stand above you, but you also still feel the chains on you. You still see Madison in the distance being torn apart, ripped to shreds, just out of your reach.
All right. I guess I run. I try to stand up.
Okay, you stand up. You jump up.
Okay. And then I try to move that direction towards Madison.
All right, you run towards Madison, but it's like no matter how far you run into the grass, it seems like he's just out of reach.
Okay.
And it's like moving away from you, but like not moving at the same time.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Like treadmill-esque.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
you're
just
stuck in a
coughing,
nightmare.
and I'm like, I message everybody's like, I think we all need to grab our stuff and get up. I think something's very weird about this place. Shrimp is freaking out.
I also feel a little sick as well.
I go over to BreAnne and I'm like, why don't I try lesser restoration, see if that makes you feel better?
Yeah, well, do I feel anything?
Touch him.
You feel exhausted. You feel drained.
Yeah.
You feel tired.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
All right, I cast it on him.
I accept his
Okay.
casting.
Let me look up something right quick. Just the details of lesser restoration. It says one disease or one condition afflicting it.
Yeah.
Seems to have no effect.
Okay.
Your powers are weak, old man.
And Shrimp, you're still running off into towards. Yeah, you see Shrimp just run off into the distance, and
I think it's like
you almost feel your body moving in
back.
slow motion as Madison always seems to be just out of reach, just out of the way. And you take...
I just keep an eye on him as he's running.
Uh, 21 points of psychic damage.
All right.
Give me a wisdom saving
Are you
throw.
still up?
Barely. Wisdom save.
Yeah.
That'll be 30. I'm sorry. No. 25.
25?
Yeah.
Okay. As you run out, all of a sudden the shackles that were on you just kind of break away. They fade and dissolve.
Mm-hmm.
The cries of pain coming from Madison fades away. Madison disappears. Everything kind of like clicks into focus. You find yourself just standing out in the middle of a field of burnt grass.
With your dick hanging out.
I don't think I took my dick out at any point. So I start trying to find Madison. I try to locate Madison.
You look back and Grits is standing there. Or no, you see the large bubble that you were resting in. You don't see Madison anywhere in sight.
Okay. I look towards the horizon where I thought he was at first.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. I start investigating around me looking for tracks.
Okay. Hey, give me a survival check.
5.
No, you don't see anything.
All right, I run back to the bubble.
All right, as soon as you walk through the bubble, you see all your mounts laying there. Madison just seems to be peacefully sleeping right there, laying down.
I climb on top of him and hug him.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of jerks awake, but immediately relaxes as you.
I was looking, I was like, dude, are you okay?
I think I had a dream.
You're freaking the hell out, man. It's like a full blown nightmare.
How did I get out of the bubble?
You ran. Screaming.
I don't remember doing that.
Does he look like? Does he have like any of the same stuff around his mouth, like that I coughed up?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening, man. I feel like I still need to sleep.
You didn't eat any of that food, did you?
No, I didn't eat any of the food.
I cough again. I pull up that vial of just what? I pull up the
dedicated
the vial of grossness, and I'm like, I just coughed this up from my sleep. I don't know if it's related. Does it look like the blue mushrooms?
It looks like a masticated version of them. Yeah.
Do a medicine check and see if it's like if this is magical or like an infection of some kind.
Sure.
After hearing that he coughed it up, I try to like forcibly cough.
Okay. You just like you try to make yourself puke.
Well, not puke, but just like try to forcibly cough something. Like I've got something in the back of my throat. I'm just trying to see if I can get something else.
7.
Trying to solve what this is. Like if it's the same thing.
No, you're not able to tell. Like it looks like this foreign mass that was inside of you.
Not the first time.
Give me a constitution check.
All right. 17.
As you make yourself cough, you just you start retching almost, and you force out a much smaller version, a lot bluer and more intact version of what Grits has in his little vial. But it also looks like this lumpy, fungal, sticky mass, this dark blue. You just end up coughing it out, full out.
I don't know how many vials I have in like all my kits and stuff. Do I have another vial to put that in?
Yeah, 4 more.
4 more? I collect that.
Okay. So what are the rest of you guys doing?
Do I perceive this thing that I just coughed up to be edible?
That's subjective. I feel like if you try hard enough, anything's edible. I once watched a video of 2 guys eating a plane.
I saw that.
I've seen that too. Saw a video of some guy drinking leeches one time.
Yeah. So that's on you, bruh.
I watched a guy eat an elephant once.
I take it to BreAnne.
Okay. And Baron's currently, aren't you guys conversing with Max?
Yeah, you got the stethoscope on me.
Right.
Is that what you
Max,
call
you
it?
feel completely fine. It's just, I don't know, you just have a good feeling. Like, I don't know, Bahamut's watching over you.
Hey, BreAnne,
What's up? Yeah,
you like food.
I agree.
Would you eat this?
And I gaze upon it.
Yeah, it looks just like what you coughed up.
That
almost
looks
identical.
gross. Don't eat that. Where'd that come from?
I think that may be...
Out of me.
Yeah, no.
Let's keep it that way.
If you coughed it up, you probably don't want to eat it.
Normally, I
But then
eat
again-
everything I cough.
Bear's not the one to ask. Let him try it once.
I haven't had any problems. No coughs. I don't feel tired. Let's
Hey, I got an idea. Eat this.
Does this...
no.
Where do you think this came from? Do
I
you
have
think
no
it came from
idea.
here? From being within this...
Let's
do you think he has an asbestos infection or something?
Have you been afflicted with mesothelioma?
Does he have asbestos?
Call Alex
walls, or
Shinarana.
do you think he has Chinese drywall?
I don't know what either of those things are. Let's let's check on the others and see if we can see who all is affected and try to narrow it down and see what the cause could be.
On my way out,
So you guys are heading up then?
You know what? I head up
Things?
then.
Okay.
Yeah.
on my way out, I turn the gas back on.
Okay. Elon, you go to pick at some of the mushroom, correct? You said you moved away from them?
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity check.
Sure. That would be a 13.
All right. You go to pluck at it, and you rip off a piece, but you also like knock off the head of one of the other mushroom tips.
Yeah.
And Grits and Shrimp, you hear this loud piercing screech come from, you look over and it just looks like from where Elon's standing. And Elon, the mushrooms begin screaming and yelling as a puff of light blue spores just kind of fill the area.
Sorry guys.
You look over from the source of the screams and you see Elon, and then this puff of light blue cloud just kind of surround him. This like bluish miasma kind of encircles him.
Yeah, I just tell everybody, it's like, for some reason, like those blue mushrooms reappeared on me. So just kind of stay away a little bit.
I cover my face.
Okay.
And I step back.
Okay.
I step upwind of him.
Okay.
Is there wind underground?
No, you guys are upstairs, right? Or you went back downstairs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just moved away from people.
Oh.
I was always downstairs.
Oh, I forgot you were downstairs. As you guys are heading out, you hear the scream coming from down the hallway, back where you knew Elon was
Have fun with
sleeping.
that, guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you hear just this scream echoing through the hallways.
Elon, are you okay? And I run to investigate.
All right, you run, and as you push the door open, you see Elon just standing there, looking at this mushroom surrounded by this cloud of spores.
She's like, no, I'm fine. Don't
Give me a
come
dexterity
closer.
save, Baron.
'Twas a 16.
Yeah, as soon as you open the door, you see the spores and immediately like cover up and kind of back away.
Okay.
All right.
It's like, whoa.
Question for the DM.
What's up?
Whatever this is, would it have survived my fire elemental form?
Yep,
All right.
You're not getting
it's part of your being, man.
Another question for the DM. Did his clothes survive the fire elemental form?
Yeah, I assume when you wild
absorbed
shape,
them.
you
Oh, okay.
they absorb with you. Or whatever.
Yeah. Just 'cause you want to see a naked dwarf.
I told you his dick hanging out.
Some dwarfs, man. So
These humans are weird.
so Elon, Baron, what are you guys
Who are
doing?
you calling a human?
I'd like to try and figure out like if it's something that appeared on me from the mushrooms that I stored in the bag of holding, or if it's something
Oh, dude,
that
everything in the bag of holding now has mushrooms on it.
yeah, or if it's something that happened to me like while we
can no longer use that bag
No,
of holding.
you're pretty sure that things in the bag of holding are secure. They're
That's what I figured.
extra dimensionally safe for the most part, with an asterisk.
until the DM decides otherwise.
Or forgets, yeah. No, you feel like the cloud of spores that you moved through while you guys were in the grotto, something must have stuck.
Just
There must have been
sprouted.
some moisture in
Okay.
your crevices or cracks or whatever, and it was able to take hold.
My crack is wet, is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
And I mean, Baron, you recognize those same mushrooms
Yeah.
from that scene.
All right. Well,
it seems like we're
maybe-
going to have to take you out back and hose you down.
or I mean, we've got an incinerator here. Maybe I can just stand off to the side and the heat can just kill off, residual. I'm not going to stand underneath the
Burn you to
flame.
death, you say.
I mean, that's really the only way you'll know if it's effective, right?
So what I'm saying,
Elon, you know your anatomy best. I'll let you make
the
that decision.
DM.
This is Theron covering himself in grease all over again.
Oh shit!
Please set me on fire.
We could use some of this cider that Aaron brought. That'd probably clean me off pretty good. No,
Does that count as metagaming? I don't know.
what world are we playing in? I'd like to teleport some of this ale into the game world, please.
So yeah, what are you doing?
I mean that's entirely
You can only set
possible,
yourself
so-
on fire right now.
right now.
Where do you set yourself on fire at?
So
is that what you're doing? Moving over to the incinerator?
So I would like to think, or I'd like to try and maybe move into the incinerator room, but not in direct flame, obviously.
Right, you can stand off to the side.
Right. So just the increased heat to try to kill off the mushrooms.
Sure.
so that they don't, spawn again while we're traveling.
Are we sure our host would be okay with us using his?
He's leaving the place tomorrow. Who cares?
With all the noise and the racket between the hacking and purging and then the screams.
I'm pretty sure
eBay turned the gas
it's
on.
fine.
Okay, well,
You turned it off.
No, he turned it back on.
He turned
this
it
morning.
back on.
Okay.
So that room is filling with gas right now.
all right. Well, we go down there.
I don't even have to go to the room now.
You know what? I don't need. I don't go down there. I don't go down
So
there.
where are you going, Baron? Elon, you make your way over to the
Elon, you
room.
deal with this problem yourself.
But you realize, as something of a machinist yourself,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to operate.
There's a safety in place.
Right.
Which
You
makes
couldn't
sense.
operate the switches and be in the room at the same time.
Yeah.
Someone would have.
So, what I would like to do is manipulate the switches to close the gas off, kind of let it dissipate some, because we don't want it to explode.
Can he tell the gas is on? He can't smell it.
You cannot smell.
I have sensors, bro.
Yeah.
What do you have, like CO2
Yeah,
sensors?
like audio and visual.
I mean,
You don't have smell-o-vision, man.
You don't know that?
Well, does he see the gas in the on position, the switch?
Yes.
Okay.
Just light a match, see what happens.
Anyway, so I
Yeah.
flip it to what I assume is the off position, since
Sure.
I can't smell.
Sure. It's off.
And I wait about 5 minutes.
Baron, Kibe, and Max, have you guys all left?
I have left.
Did you rejoin us after you checked on Elon?
yes, I leave.
All right, so you're down there by yourself.
I tell
Okay.
Elon that this seems like a problem best dealt by you, a person who cannot breathe, and I leave.
As
That
soon
works.
as he gets to the top, I say, "Did you help Elon? You were going to help him."
He was actually okay.
I trust you.
He's fine.
He had some of those mushrooms that we saw down at what was his name, Gurk's place.
You
Gillian?
definitely need to go help him.
Oh, Gurk, yeah.
Gurk.
Yeah.
Gogurt, yeah.
Yeah,
Go-Gurt.
he had some of those mushrooms growing
This
on him.
episode brought to you by
So
Google.
he's gonna walk into the incinerator and clean himself.
Yeah, you're going to help him.
So,
the bestest, most skilled.
all right. So after I kind of wait a little bit for the gas to dissipate some, I'm going to reactivate the gas and just kind of like throw a torch into the room.
Okay.
So I can,
You're in
light
the
the
room.
gas
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of like see,
right.
where it lights up at.
All right. Just gonna give you a heads up.
That's fine.
5 minutes wasn't enough for all the gas to dissipate.
Of
There's
course
not a lot
not.
of vents. Just give me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
He's about to roll damage.
It seems
Yeah.
about
Oh
right.
yeah, he is.
That was a lot of
That's
dice.
not my right one.
Brian's like, I try not to kill them, and they just did it to themselves.
14.
14.
Yep.
All right. You take 12 points of fire damage.
That's fine.
And
As the
30
entire room-
points.
Baron, you're the last one to go up. As you finish climbing, as you get to the top rung of the ladder, you
Get
hear
them
the,
warm buns.
Your
and
butthole
you
sings.
see a fire you see the flames lick through the hallway in a quick flash. And
Oh.
you hear the sound of
That's
whooshing
fine.
air being ignited.
I call out, Elon.
And a dead innocent
We're good.
halfling.
And I
keep
checked to see
climbing.
if the mushrooms have burned off yet.
Yes, absolutely they have.
All okay.
Yeah.
With that, I go in.
You clean out your little crevice and there's just some ash and residue.
It's not
left.
wet anymore.
Right.
Okay. I don't want a wet crevice.
Right.
It's bad stuff. So I go and shut the gas back off.
Okay.
And then I just move up to join the others.
Okay. So you guys have reconvened. It is currently morning. What do you guys want to do? You're in the open field near this.
Oh, wait. Are any of you sick? Kibe and Baron
I just
coughed up
coughed
some
up.
black things.
Yeah.
I just coughed up
Gross.
this, and then Shrimp coughed up this, which is the same but a little bit bluer and looks more alive.
My tummy hurts. And I start crying.
Oh, wait. Well, I have not coughed up anything, and I feel completely fine.
So
You poisoned us.
Elon, you.
Max is
I assume
suspect.
would walk, rejoin them, right? Go upstairs.
Yeah.
All right. You guys see Elon come up, and he's, the front half of him is cartoonishly like ashed and blackened.
Guys, check out my new black armor.
He just rejoins you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. It's totally okay.
Elon had some of those mushrooms from Gurk's place growing on him. And
I had to burn the rest of them off.
Grits,
to make sure
it looks
you guys
like you're
didn't-
holding one of them in your hand.
It's
And
in
you
a
say that
vial.
came out of shrimp?
Shrimp again. Shrimp coughed this up. I coughed this up, which is
Ooh.
the black. Is a little bit black.
I like it. It looks like we're going to set fire in your
If
lungs,
that's
guys.
lasted this long, perhaps it's a curse.
So why didn't
Either
it
that or they're
affect
just
you?
mushrooms.
Weren't you in that room as well? You helped me drag out Kibe. Kibe was infected. I was infected. Why weren't you?
Did you touch the mushrooms?
I didn't touch any mushrooms.
Max is a conspirator.
Son of a bitch.
I don't think I breathed in any spores. I know I was further down the hall.
You helped me carry out Kibe.
Oh, I did?
Well, and
you
also,
breathed in some,
if Kibe was
for sure.
infected, I feel like for sure we were all infected.
well,
'cause
he's
you helped me
also
carry him
he
out.
might be protected in some way by his
By what?
his god thing.
I immediately renounce my gods and join him.
Your devotion, right?
I am vengeance.
Okay.
Vengeance is his, says the Charles.
Blasphemy is yours, says the Lord.
Vengeance.
I was like, I wish I could burn my lungs like Elon did, but I don't feel like that's a viable
can.
option.
I can help you.
We're not going to do that.
I already tried that. Apparently it doesn't work.
Honestly, I think at this point, I think we should head to
Gardoon.
I think we should head to Cardoon and try to find a.
Oh yeah, maybe Baron's mom can help us.
I can help her, that's for sure. But I think we head to Cardoon and try to find like a temple or something.
Okay.
All right.
So
But yeah, that is.
we've headed in the
why.
opposite direction as
All right,
Gardoon thus far.
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
We haven't? I thought we were heading
Oh, you weren't
to
here
the
for that.
Scar.
You were heading north. You were skirting the scar to head straight through the black steps towards this white plumed mountain.
Ah.
We could still turn to Gardoon.
Okay.
You would have to cross the breadth of the black steps to do so.
I know we're in a time crunch, but if
Hey, wouldn't we have to done that anyway?
But now we
From
Well,
where we are, black.
from where you are, you'd have to cross the breadth of it going north. Now you'd have to go west and then north if you're going to Gardoon. If you're going straight there, you'd cut straight through and go straight to.
I'm not going to
White
call
Plumed
the
Mountain.
decision, but as much as I'd like to visit home and, see my pappy and great grandpappy again, I feel like the king made it very clear that we were on an urgent time schedule.
well, we can't do that if we don't know what this junk is doing to us.
I feel like shit after what just happened. So
I also
Same
feel
here.
shitty.
I don't know if I can fight whatever we're gonna fight until we get this.
Well, what-
cleared up.
Look at Kibe. He used to be a vibrant orange and red. He's slightly fuchsia right now.
Yeah, he's
Man.
he's grayed.
I'm crying.
He's getting close to
Let's
grayed.
sound him,
I mean,
Sounds like he's dead.
granted all
Holding my
that,
tummy.
what is Gardoon going to do for us?
For the record,
It's not what Gardoon's going to
for
do
the record,
for us.
Grits, Baron, and Kibe, although you guys feel drained, you feel like getting over a sickness, like something has passed through you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you should be
then I'm good.
stronger
Let's
after
go.
this.
Yeah. What,
I mean,
what
you still
are
feel
we
you still have that
expecting?
Constitution damage though.
Yeah.
Like you're still feeling the effects.
3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
To your Constitution score, so adjust your bonus. Yeah. So adjust your bonuses accordingly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in, I have no more bonuses.
We need to cut down the math on this podcast. Getting kind of crazy.
I love math.
You would.
I love math.
I'm just curious.
I
What,
rev
what were
math.
you expecting?
That's racist.
Gardoon.
Wait, no, you said
like,
it. It's fine.
What are we hoping to find at Gardoon?
They
Your
have
mom.
a temple or something. I mean, he worships a god. He puts out holy
I
magic
can
all
tell
the
you,
time.
Bahamut is an unknown figure in Gardoon.
It doesn't have to be Bahamut. I'm just saying.
Just any god, really.
I'm just saying him as a holy person seems to have been unaffected,
Yeah.
while the rest of us have been very affected.
Y'all need Jesus.
Thoroughly affected. to be honest, I feel like I'm over the hill of it.
Well, I feel like
I do not feel over the hill of it.
It's hard to tell.
Not quite 40 yet.
Just with how much, I don't know, stress you've been through or trauma, I guess, through the day or from waking up.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell.
I pipe in with my
Is it
contribution.
possible for me to short rest while riding?
No.
No. Okay.
BreAnne, you said you feel.
I mean,
over
if
it?
you were laid up in like a caravan,
I don't
possibly.
feel 100%, but
Like if
Do
they
you
made
feel
like,
like-
a
I feel like
If I
I'm
were to
on
rest
the other side
and
of it.
Do you feel like my
Madison's,
healing?
rack?
no.
Do you feel like my healing made a difference,
Madison's
or did
bosom?
you feel over it before then?
Let me think about that.
I would like to start my short rest while everyone talks
felt-
about this crap.
You felt no difference after his
Gotcha.
healing.
To be honest,
You managed to get a full rest in.
to be honest, Max, your magic didn't really seem to affect me much. I feel like after I coughed it up that that was when I started feeling like I'm breaking a fever, so to speak.
Yeah, between the size of the mass of what you coughed up and then how you're feeling now, although you feel drained, you feel like you've expelled whatever was foreign in your body.
So, if that's the case, then maybe the black mass that you coughed up represents getting over it, and the one that's different is still affected.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm not sure what to do. Just
I can try my healing on Shrimp
yeah.
and see if that helps him.
Brian, do I know of any temples? I guess in Gardoon, I feel like there's probably a local religion.
Sure.
Okay, got
Got
it.
that old time religion.
We worship the hunt.
Who?
We worship the hunt.
Possible.
It's one way to go.
Yeah, there's definitely a variety of religions in Gardoon,
Yes.
with temples to different ones. Particularly Malar. Oh. Yep, Malar, the god of the hunt.
The god of the hunt. We bring our freshest kills to him and sacrifice them. That's how it's done.
Isn't
Yes.
Who's wasteful?
The kill that you're the most proud of, you sacrifice to the god to gain glory.
For the record, that's a chaotic evil god. Do you want to retcon that or no?
Yeah.
I mean, Oril, the god of winter.
I mean, this is your world. You can
Sure,
say
yeah.
whatever you want it to be.
That's true.
The god of crabs.
Malar goes both ways.
All right.
It's just about hunting
So
in general.
yeah, as long as you're willing to hunt.
True
Yeah, as
neutral.
long as you put in the work, you know.
Anyways, well, there is a temple in Gardoon, and we'd need to prepare a sacrifice before entering there to gain any sort of blessing. But I mean, if that's if we feel incapacitated,
Some other things
I don't
first.
like
Wait,
the
hunting
gods.
is evil? How cucky.
I mean, if we feel incapacitated in the need to go to Gardoon, as much as I would love to return home and see the spectacle that awaits us, but I think the king has made it clear that our truncated timeline means that we are in an urgent rush.
You hear
say
that,
you were
Shrimp?
gonna
Baron
try
does
something
not
with
give a
Shrimp?
damn about you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm asking if you're incapacitated.
I am.
We're coughing up fungus, bro.
I
I don't know about you. Don't look good either.
I feel
I'm
like
telling you that I feel like my fever is broken.
I feel like a dumpster fire right now. Not in a good way.
All right. My magic
You look like
seemed
a
to not have any effect on BreAnne, but your symptoms are different. I'd like to try it on you. Try to restore you.
Lay one on me.
Healing.
All right. I cast lesser restoration on Shrimp.
Okay.
Why don't you have greater
Immediately, the warm, silvery platinum light of Bahamut transfers from Max's hand onto your
Way
chest.
up in there.
You feel the
Way
warmth
up in there.
and paradoxically,
It's like Vicks Vapor Rub.
yeah, paradoxically, the cold enters your chest, and it feels like it's ripping something on the inside, and your mouth opens up horrifically wide as the same black mass that was in each of your other comrades pulls out of your mouth and throat.
Go on.
Max,
Tell us how big it is.
Max having this divine lasso of energy around it, pulls it out, just rips it like a lawnmower out of your throat.
Oh, you're just choking on a dick.
Tosses it in
Max,
air,
what did we tell you about that?
and then it lands a few feet away. The same sticky, fungal lump
Sticky,
of
icky.
mass. And you feel a great weight lifted from your chest.
I'm sure you do.
I give up being a Dawnguard. I go back. I go be a farmer somewhere.
Thank you, Max.
Max,
How do you feel now?
I think Max owes you dinner.
Yeah.
A drink at least.
I don't know how they got in there.
Oh, you know.
How do I feel now?
Like
you
you've
feel
just been
drained,
Violated.
but also sure, a little bit of violated.
Yeah.
But relieved. You feel better ultimately. Once you mark all the check boxes, in the end, you feel better.
All right. So this is like the first morning puke after like drinking too much wine.
Yeah.
I say shrimp. Holy shit, your finger fell off.
I look at my hand. I'm like, no, I got all 9 of them. if I lose another finger, it's even harder to hold my sword.
Just hard mode. It's fine.
Guys, I think I need a minute before we head on. If we can,
A minute you have.
and more like an hour.
You can't just be changing things, man.
Let's take just a hot second to relax before we go off. But if you're feeling better, I think with that ripped out of you, we can just head on up to look for the shards.
I would like to take a short rest and use some hit dice.
Sure.
All right.
I play a song of rest. For
Yeah, I will.
What does that do?
you.
I will
It
do
gives you
that
more
as well,
dice.
actually.
Okay. So you guys take a short rest.
Yeah.
All right. You
Use some hit
rest
die.
up. Roll your hit point recovery, and then let me know when you head out. Which I assume is happening right now.
You get an additional 4 HP.
So
Nice.
your
Just total? Or for
Constitution
each die?
score would also affect how much your
Alright.
hit die give you back, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, can it take away if it's negative?
Just an additional 1d6.
Is yours negative?
Okay.
No,
Wait,
I'm
what?
completely fine. I'm not even
I
using
spent the hit dice. It's negative. Son of a bitch!
That's funny. I thought about creating a character one time that had negative.
I'm sure you did,
Negative
Aaron.
Constitution.
I'm sure you
That's
did.
going to go perfect into our family.
No. I was thinking about negative Constitution, and like as he levels up, he dies.
That sounds like one of your characters. Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny. I was going to make an old man that died of old age.
I mean that's a thing, I guess.
All right. I am ready to leave.
Yeah.
Baron,
Wherever we wraps up.
That's a cool idea. That's an okay idea.
I think it actually is pretty
As
funny.
the hour passes, the planes have been pretty quiet. Even if you had gone down to investigate, if anybody took the time to, it looks like Gillian had been long gone
Yeah.
since before the dawn.
Okay.
I asked Grits, was there anything down there of value that we could take?
Not that I saw. It looked like he was mostly a junk collector.
Okay.
I'm sure if there was a value, he probably took it with him when he left.
Probably.
Just call his poetry junk.
What?
Just call all of his poetry junk.
Well, I mean, if you want to go
Yes,
through and write all that poetry down, go for
It's
it.
poultry. It's chickens.
It's poultry.
He gets some yard birds.
During the short rest, I'd like to write a note to Gillian.
Okay.
Just apologizing for any inconveniences that we had caused and thanking him for his hospitality, and maybe in the future one day our paths can cross again. And I leave it in an obvious location near the entrance.
Okay.
I go inside and set a booby trap next to the first door.
What kind of trap?
You know what? Where it smashes the blue mushroom I took from Shrimp.
The one that he coughed up?
Yeah.
Okay. You can do it.
All right, cool.
Suck it.
So you guys head out?
I think we have
And-
a chaotic evil member of our party.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we do.
I think we need a
petty part. Remember?
Chaotic petty.
What's your alignment? Salty petty.
Like
where you guys
League of Legends characters.
you guys
or
mount up.
players.
What direction are
Proficiency
you
and
heading?
salty.
To Gardoon or towards the white plumed mountain?
After Max
White plumed mountain. What?
yanked it out of me.
That's what,
After he yanked you,
yeah.
go on.
Yeah,
that's what we've called it. in
I'm
the
feeling
past.
much better after the release. I would say that we can.
I bet you did.
We can ride on. We could skirt the scar.
Okay.
I feel that way.
I feel like I have an assumption, but who would be guiding this expedition?
I volunteered a guide as the last time BreAnne has done it. He's gotten us lost.
That's true.
Well, I say that,
Or ask him, would you like me to help you?
well,
Why don't you work
I just
together?
for some reason I didn't feel myself that day, and I'm it may have been the mushroom affecting me in unknown ways, but I feel much more capable now. That I feel like as if I could not get lost except by magic means.
Do you know the way,
So-
Scanlan?
So what are you guys doing?
But if you'd like to assist me in guiding, that'd be
assist
perfectly
him.
fine.
All right.
And I guide.
So wait, do you guys like hold hands while you like skip down the trail?
no,
it's like
he's giving me
Moana
a
and Maui. They're like both on the ship looking at the stars together. And
Each one of them grabs one half
Sorry,
of the
I've seen
map.
Moana a lot in the past.
Dude, Moana's a good
divining
movie.
rod. Guide the way.
So we aren't slowed by difficult terrain. And
Sure.
I remain alert to danger
Sure.
even if I'm doing stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
Stuff.
Are you just standing there bragging?
Here's why I should guide.
We're still standing in front of the tower like, can we go now? Yeah, you get to guide. Let's go.
Titan AE. When they're all like,
the Don Bluth film,
what's that?
the Don Bluth film.
I don't know who.
Yes.
Fuck. No,
Okay.
like when they're on the planet, he's all like, "Yeah, you like put your hand up here and like look."
Yeah, that's wayfinding.
That's how I feel like Bear and Grits are like doing
So,
this right now.
I feel like
Baron-
Moana is more accessible.
BreAnne and Grits,
Moana's
hands
awesome.
clasped. Give me an advantage. Give me
How
a
romantic.
survival roll with advantage to try to guide yourselves
I
towards.
whisper in his ear,
I believe in you.
and I give him a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Is that a D8?
It's a D8.
Hot.
20.
Just getting kinky on
Unnaturally.
this podcast.
Okay. So, it takes
I'm a banging
about
parts
two.
everywhere.
No, it takes about 3 more days. You navigate the vast distance of the Black Steppes. I mean, it's pretty uneventful. It's very sparsely populated. You see a couple wild creatures. You don't see any signs of civilizations.
What sort of wild creatures do we see?
Weasels, just a shit ton of weasels.
None of merit.
So many weasels.
Yeah, inconsequential ones. Ones that you haven't, or ones that you've seen before.
Ah, crap. All right. Or
On
at
the-
least atypical ones.
How many horses did we see?
During none. During the nights, you guys have been able to find safe places to hole up, to be able to set up your hut, to be able to defend positions, to be able to hide your mounts. Towards the end of the 3rd day, based on your vast knowledge of the maps of this kingdom, of the kingdom of Barav, Baron, you feel like you should be getting close to either the end of the Black Steppes or close to your location based on all the descriptions, based on the directions from the king himself, based on your knowledge of the land. You feel like you should be getting close to it. But as you peer out over the miles and miles of vast land ahead of you, you don't see anything that stands out. You just see more and more planes rolling out.
Gotcha.
You do see, however, a couple miles ahead of you, marking almost like a wall. Although they're spaced about, you estimate, 20 to 30 miles apart. Giant, what look like bells made out of shiny gold. And from miles and miles away, you estimate these things are possibly 20, 30 feet tall. And they kind of mark the landscape, the horizon, if you will, just miles ahead. Straight ahead in the direction that you're heading.
I tell them that I think I see our destination. It's several miles out. It might take us a few hours to get there.
I slowly start playing Hill's Bells.
So you said a night has passed as we travel.
A couple nights, yeah.
So we long rested.
Yeah, you guys will have long rested 3
Okay.
times, which means Grits, BreAnne, and Kibe, you guys can restore your constitution. Each night it will have gone up. With each long rest, it'll have gone up by 1.
And we leveled up another 4 levels, guys.
Not quite.
Did I have any effects to my constitution at all?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right.
Nope. It looks like Max had completely cured you of whatever was ailing you.
Good job, Max.
Thanks, Max.
It looks like.
Also,
Good
I guess your
guy,
hit
Max.
points are back in whatever.
Yeah.
But looks can be deceiving.
I ponder converting to Max's religion.
As the hours pass and you guys close in on at least one of the massive structures that resemble a bell, you just BreAnne, you get this uneasy feeling that you guys should be a lot closer than it looks like you are for how long you've traveled. As you get closer to these bells, most Grits and BreAnne, both of you guys notice there's just something off straight ahead. There's something off about the horizon. There's something off about the plains stretching out endlessly before you.
I halt the party and I tell them that this feels wrong. According to the maps, according to...
Really, dude? Lost again?
I'm not lost.
I look at Max and I'm.
No. I don't know. I don't think that we're lost. It's just that
You don't know where we are?
I know where we are. This scenery looks wrong. These plains that stretch on endlessly. According to all knowledge that I know, this is we've traveled to a point where we shouldn't be seeing these sights.
Can I see if there's any magic affecting?
Sure. What do you want to do? Like an Arcana check of some kind?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. At this point, this one, at least one of the massive bells, you guys are within a couple hundred feet of.
Mm-hmm.
What did you roll? A 4?
8.
Oh, an 8. I mean, no. It looks like plains ahead of you.
Pick up some dirt and I'm just running it through my hand. Just looks like I'm doing something, but in my head I'm just I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Grits, figure out anything?
You don't.
I just knowingly nod and look at him, and I look back. I'm just
all right.
As you do that, Grits, as you just manipulate the sand, you don't notice any magic, but you do know, looking beyond where the one bell is, and then if you look miles off to the east, there's another bell. You can draw a line between them, and then far beyond that, a couple, more and more miles in the horizon, it's almost like they form a line, and you can see that. You can piece that together. You almost see a slight ripple in the distance, almost like the pavement on a hot day. You almost see a ripple just far ahead of you.
I'm just keep doing the sand for a second, and I look at the party, and I'm I don't think any of that's real.
So you feel it too. We should be further.
Wait.
We should be past seeing these sights.
How close to one of the bells did you say we were? How close to
a couple hundred feet.
100 feet.
These things are easily 40 feet tall. So you've seen them in this flat plains. You've seen it for a while.
So
you're walking towards it.
Is it a brass bell?
It's not brass. No.
Oh, okay.
It's gold.
Okay. All right. I thought we were in purgatory again because of the poem that we saw earlier.
Son of a bitch, it's a dream within a dream. It's Inception.
I toss a dart its maximum distance, or I try to throw it its maximum distance, 120 feet.
Okay, straight ahead.
Just straight ahead towards one of the bells. Just
towards the actual bell or off to the side to pass it?
Off to the side to pass it.
Okay, sure. You throw a dart and it flies. He chucks it to perfect pitcher's form, and mid-flight, as it nears, or as it's perpendicular to the bell, stops, drops to the ground. Midair.
I'm There's your problem. I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
That's strange.
Does it have,
We never left the basement.
what's the range on that?
I think Dispel Magic's 120 feet as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me double check. I don't have a card for it.
I'll say it is.
What is Keybay doing right now? I look
1
over
million
and
miles.
See.
Keybay, what you doing?
What to do,
120 feet.
Okay. 1 second.
Trying to eat some of that
busy?
dirt that Grits was playing with.
Take a taste of it. I don't notice anything out of ordinary. It's actually pretty nutritious dirt as far as dirt goes.
I looked at the group. I'm like, no, this is fine. We need to just go forward.
I'm glad I consulted with what Keybay was doing.
Grits. As you cast your spell, you feel like it definitely should have some kind of effect. And you guys all see it now. There's definitely some type of rippling in the imagery, the planes you see ahead of you. And then immediately it's gone. It's like whatever magic was there is much, much bigger than you. And it kind of absorbs. It's almost like throwing a glass of Kool-Aid into the ocean. It just absorbs it and essentially disappears with how much magic is just how much sheer power of magic is laid before you.
I'll tell you what I do
I'm just
know.
like, oh shit.
We're going to find that source of magic, and Grits is going to stab it.
I just look at Elon like, hells yeah.
Guys, I think Elon's drunk.
I look up at the group and I'm like,
Possibly.
if this is not proof of flat Earth, then nothing is.
Wow.
I convert to Keybay's religion.
I was like,
You're real
guys,
swingy over there.
I tell the group,
Whoa.
like, guys, there's some kind of it's beyond me of what I can handle as far as magic goes. I don't know. Elon, try shooting it.
Sure, why not? Let's shoot it.
While Elon shoots
What am I
it,
shooting?
I would like to pull out
shoot the bell.
Norik's journal.
All right, let's shoot
and
the bell.
see if I have a response from Norik.
All right. You open the journor, and no, you do not
It's a
have a
dick
response. It is the last thing written was your message to him.
And it said,
You're gonna have to remind me on that one.
Biff gave us a message that Norik is persona non grata, correct?
Yeah,
he's what?
he's been.
He's fucking dead to us.
I agree.
Missing.
Yeah, he's essentially missing. The actual message was that he had already been sent to the Crucible.
Okay.
Which could be good or bad, depending
I feel like we
on-
should find the Crucible and release him.
Are you gonna shoot?
Give me a history check,
I do not agree with that.
Elon. Give me a history check.
Okay.
Are you going to listen to the demigod stabber about shooting his bell?
Yeah.
History.
You taking Grits' advice now?
I can't stab this.
This is what
would be a
I turn
16.
facing the group and I try to back into the bell.
All right, 1 sec. 16.
16.
I mean, it's pretty common. Well, it's not common knowledge. You know, among certain circles, that the Crucible is definitely some kind of prison.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's a high level prison.
Interesting.
Located on
Jailbreak.
the coast.
That's what I was suggesting.
You back into the bell.
I try to like back looking at the party and try to like, but we're trying to go towards it and not ganging the ground.
All right.
The dart obviously stopped, so there's something that allows to reach that. So I'm just trying
We're
to
on a
back
giant
into- I'm just
treadmill.
trying shit, man.
Yeah, I got you. No, you back up to the bell. You were at max range when you threw the dart and cast the spell. So for 120 feet, you see Grits just like walking backwards away from the party.
I'm full like cornerback, like
A few minutes. Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, you slam into the back of the bell, and it's just this solid gold piece of huge metal stops you in your tracks. Other than that, nothing happens. It's like run into a wall.
but is it gold? Like
It's gold.
legit gold.
It's legit gold.
I get
The only other structures you've seen that match this amount of gold, this design, these patterns, this structure is within the Citadel of Loom itself, inside the King Cavil's personal like citadel.
He steals it. The whole bell.
I get the hardest hard on, and I start trying to like figure out
How to rape this bell.
Steal this bell.
This 40-foot, just massive tower in front of
Is
you.
it like pure gold?
It seems to be so, yeah.
You can scratch some off then.
Oh yeah, I'm trying. Like I'm thinking, like, what's the most efficient way I can put this gold into my pocket?
Into me.
Grits.
All right, so
What's it like
he
over
runs
there?
back to it and slams into it. And now it looks like he's just like feeling
Fondling
it up.
it.
What's it like over there, Grits?
Gold.
Try to scrape some off.
Let's
I'm just kind of like hanging on the actual bell mechanism on the inside, just like
No, it's down on the ground.
Oh, it's down on the ground.
Yes.
So you're just humping the bell?
It's just this like conical, almost like bell-shaped device or piece of metal, massive metal, just on the ground. You're not under it. You can't.
Well,
Okay, I'm just trying to
like a bell-shaped bell?
Sure.
Holy
I'm
shit.
taking one of my just regular daggers. I'm just trying to like scrape gold off into my hand.
Uncharacteristically, like most magic items, it seems to be very resilient, and you're unable to chip away at it.
That's dumb.
Maybe you just need to clip at it with your claws.
It's a crab riding a rhino. He's like, well, that's dumb.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Well, that's not realistic at all, guys. I quit.
I cast heat metal on it.
All right. Same
that
with
one.
the dispel magic. It looks like the sheer amount of, I don't know, the sheer power of the magic that's emanating off of it
sheer
kind of absorbs
bullshittery.
it, almost like it's nothing. Like
wanna,
your spell does nothing to it.
I want to interrupt Boyd's 1v1 with this bell and ask the party, well, I mean, Grit seems to be safe enough. You want to venture forth and investigate?
Yeah, let's leave him.
Let's have
All
a
right.
closer look.
We go and join Grits.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are standing beside the bell.
I'm gonna start digging under it.
So time out. When we were first walking towards it, we couldn't get any closer. And now they just walk up to it and we got closer to it.
What do you mean couldn't get any closer?
Like when we were first walking up, that's what made it
No,
feel weird.
the bell itself is anchored. It's right there. I'm talking about the planes beyond it. The horizon itself seems to stretch ad infinitum. It just keeps going.
Okay, I got you.
Where you threw your dart, that's why I asked if you're throwing at the bell or off to the side.
Oh, okay.
And then if you look over to your right and you see other bells, and you kind of see now over the horizon or on these planes, it almost forms a figurative wall of some kind.
Oh.
I would like to go over to the space
Yeah.
next to the bell. And are we just like in sand right now? Like what's the term?
It's like low grass, dirt. It's
Okay.
plains for as far as the eye can see.
I'm going to scoop up some dirt
Mhm.
and make a little dirt clod. I'm going to throw it at like where I saw the dart hit.
Sure.
Like where I assume that there's like some sort of wall.
Yeah. And as I feel like at this point, as you kind of expect, it hits an imaginary invisible wall.
Yeah.
Just hits and then hits the ground.
Shit. I touch it.
As you move closer to it, you guys see subconsciously, you see the gold emblem of the Sun King, of the Dawnguard rather, begin to emanate from Shrimp's forehead. And you see a hole begin to form in the space right in front of him. As you reach to touch it, it opens up and almost like a passageway opens up in just the blank air in front of you. And as you look through it, you see a continuation of the landscape, but it's not plains. It's not sunny. It definitely looks dark. And it looks like barren earth in front of you.
Okay. I kind of pull my hand back.
Mhm.
Does it like
As you step away, yeah, it definitely closes up.
All right.
And then the Dawnguard symbol kind of fades back away.
Okay, all right, guys. Well,
Mystery solved.
there's something incredibly terrifying on the other side of this. So we all are
So
on the
we
same
do.
page.
I take it that's where the shards are.
Yep.
I think we need to step forth.
Looks like we got a case of the shards.
I am like half listening to that. I'm trying to figure out how to get this gold. I need this gold, motherfuckers.
I'm pretty sure I mean, I'm going to surmise a little bit here and say that the king set this up, and this is what keeps like whatever's on the other side of this.
Yeah, so
on the other side
These
of
could
this.
be the king's protections.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like the King's Bellwind has been keeping us safe.
yeah. I mean, I think it's obvious that we need.
I think we don't need to ask for whom this bell tolls.
God damn it!
And a bolt of lightning angrily strikes down from the sky.
It kills all of us.
I just walk through the wall. I just want to be on the other side of the wall.
I follow Shrimp.
Yeah.
All right, does everyone begin to walk through?
Sure, let's do that.
I take Madison with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nibbles is coming.
I assume you guys are mounted.
I assume I'm on Barnaby.
I try to dig under the bell.
You can start digging if you want. You guys can start digging together if you want.
Me and Kiva are digging.
This is gonna be some big old pillar that goes all the way down, like towards
all the way down
the other side of the flat.
Yeah, when me and Kiva are rich, living in.
Yeah, for real. Inside our bell.
or dead.
So, Shrimp,
the
Elon,
bell, the ball, baby.
Baron,
Yeah.
and Max, as the air opens up in front of you, to reveal this barren earth. And
Baron's already there.
you move past where this imaginary wall is, and as you step through it, you see a familiar but altered sight. It looks like the plains around you that you were just walking through, but you see a cloud, or you see a sky that is darkened by clouds.
That fucking cloud followed us from season 1.
No sunlight permeates
Hey,
through.
fuck you guys, that cloud was a thing.
Ahead of you lays a dark, hellish landscape.
Yeah.
You see
To
a
shred,
couple
you
miles up,
RuneScape
miles high of black and purple streak thorny, just vines. In the distance, a good 10 to 15 miles straight ahead.
The beginning of season 3.
Maybe. No, you see a massive volcano, which is spewing directly or straight up this white cloud of smoke. And although it's level and plains around you, there's no grass, and the yellow, bright, sunny landscape has turned into this dark, almost hell on earth type situation. Jeez. In the distance, just kind of meandering about, you see random figures just kind of walking around aimlessly.
Humanoids?
Humanoids that look a lot like the zombies you saw from the night before.
Wow.
That look a lot like the zombies you saw from Blood Blossom Watch. You see winged figures just flying in the distance. It looks like a verifiable hell on earth. But you definitely do see the mountain with the white big cloud above it straight ahead. It's within, like I said, like 10 miles.
I say this might be the future if we fail to stop the void.
Based on our directions towards where we're supposed to get the shards, I mean, is it the volcano it?
Yeah, that looks exactly like what the king described.
Okay. Are any of the humanoids, are they anywhere close to us? Like within, do I feel like any of them have seen us?
At this point, no, none of them have seen you. But they all...
Where's the closest one? Like how far away?
That would be about 400 feet away.
400 feet away.
And it looks like it's just walking to the northeast.
All right.
Away from you guys.
A whistle at him.
The 400-foot whistle.
Yeah. I mean, I think you could hear
you like cat call him?
Yeah.
You whistle, a few seconds pass. A few more seconds pass, and it looks like it kind of perks its head to the side. Looks over, sees you, and begins ambling towards you.
Oh, cool.
What are you doing, Shrimp?
I just wanted to see if they could see us. It's only one.
Okay.
Yeah, you say that now.
Dozens, you say?
Yeah, no. As you look across the landscape, not a lot of obstructions in the way.
4,000 eyes.
It's very Walking Dead style. There's just like things just milling about.
Yeah.
Now one has seen you though.
I turn around. What do I see on the barrier? Can we see out where we came in, or can we see through?
You see an extension of the land that you're in right now. You don't see the barrier. You don't see the land of the Kingdom of Barav that you used to. It just looks like a continuation of where you are.
Do we see the bell?
You do not see the bell. You see the one opening that you guys have moved through
It's still open?
We'll say you guys haven't strayed very far from it. Max, you're the last one.
Okay.
You can see through that.
We should mark this somehow, Max.
I've never journeyed beyond the Black Steps before, so
You live right next to it.
I've never been this far north.
What does that tell you?
I think he's on their side.
I don't know what that means. Anyway.
At this point, for some reason, Grits and Kibe, you guys look up from your digging. You've made it a few feet. I don't know. We'll see. And you look over and you see the rest of your party has disappeared except for Max, who you can barely see through what looks like just a tear in the fabric of reality. You see Max just kind of looking back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. How's it looking on this gold bell?
I mean, you guys have started digging a hole. Have you ever dug a hole before?
Several.
All right. You don't make very much progress in the few minutes that have passed, especially with no hand tools like shovels or anything. If you're both just
anchor.
attacking. Okay.
Why not? It's got
The great
shovelly.
digging tool.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Like a pickaxe, sort
it's
of.
more shovelly than anything else we got.
You're disturbing the dirt, definitely.
And then scooping it
more,
away, right?
Yeah. Let's scoop it.
That's what I would do.
I'm
You never did
digging,
anything?
but more of like encouraging key-based digging.
I'm singing
that's
hi ho.
I would like to shoot this thing that meanders towards me. When it gets to like 100 feet, I'm going to shoot it in the face with a crossbow.
Okay.
Back on the digging.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not there, but like since they're digging, is the bell extending further into the ground, or are they actually getting under it?
Are you guys are digging right up against it? I guess to find out. Sure, it's continuing. It's at least 2 feet down. That's how far you guys have made it.
This can't go on forever. I can dig at least 400 feet before I get tired.
Key-Bay, we're going to be rich. Keep at it.
We're going to live inside this bell, Grits. I can't wait. I'm going to have sex with you inside this bell.
You know what? If we get inside this bell, Key-Bay, I'll allow it.
Oh, no.
Does that inspire him?
Bark inspiration.
Yeah, take a D8.
Sure. I mean, you guys can keep digging. Like,
I use my mage hand to help him.
to help him dig?
Yeah.
Sure.
I +4 to my dig.
Okay. You keep digging. So you guys are doing that. And at this point, the rest of your party has disappeared. Shrimp, you've fire at the guy. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
It's a disadvantage.
What? Why is that a disadvantage?
It's your crossbow tonight.
Huh?
What's your crossbow distance?
Why are you asking so many questions, man?
He's within
Yeah.
range. That's what I think I prefaced.
Shut up, Aaron.
This section.
It's 13.
13.
Don't
It
worry,
hits.
I'll look it up for you, man. Don't worry.
It hits. The bolt finds its target.
Is it a light crossbow or heavy crossbow?
It's a light crossbow. 5 damage.
5. It doesn't kill him. It slows him down a little bit, but he keeps trudging forward. At this point, after you hit him, the next one nearest takes notice of you guys.
All right.
I take notice.
Guys, this is going to be a compounding problem. I can turn
Baron,
into a giant fire monster again if you'd like.
Baron, you
let's
do.
see if we can eliminate them first.
You've been. I assume you've been scanning the horizon. You're a hunter.
Yeah.
You've been. You're tracking.
I've been passively perceiving.
Right. You see in the giant wall of thorny vines up ahead, there does seem to be like a pathway, and beyond that, there's a the massive volcano in front of you.
Yeah.
It looks like the dirt surrounding the volcano is not the dirt, the ground seems to be a bright white, and it doesn't look like there's any of these creatures, at least standing on that ground. There's nothing blocking that.
I bring this attention to the party that is on my side of the veil, so to speak, and I say we probably need to make a dash for that. It doesn't. I mean, there's a clear path to the volcano, and it doesn't seem like any of the creatures can stand within it.
I think back to the party that's on the other side of the veil. You guys done over there? I think we need to move out.
Dude, we're so close.
Did they hear me?
Wait, so yeah, can they hear?
They can.
All right. We can give you another minute.
I shoot
fine.
the.
No, God damn it. What attracts some noise? I fire a gun.
I already said that.
That's fine. You shoot the one that he shot?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Wait, don't you have a laser gun?
23.
I assume it at least goes pew
or 24.
Yeah.
It hits.
and 20 more turn.
Everybody.
12 damage.
Yeah, that's definitely enough to drop it.
I have mine.
At this point, when that one drops, the one that turned its attention looks like a few more off in the distance have begun to notice you guys. You notice one of the flying creatures that was flying directly in the opposite direction immediately cuts.
Oh,
and starts turning towards you.
I hold my gun to the side and I say, "Oops."
All righty
I
then.
message to the I message beyond the veil that minute may not be as long as 60 seconds.
Let's go back out and see if they're able to go through the barrier.
Oh, let's head back to the barrier.
Yeah. Since clearly we've drawn their attention, instead of fighting them all,
I
we
don't know
just
if
step
"we"
out.
is an appropriate word.
Yeah, no.
Step out, let the
I
thing
think I'm
close.
the only one who has a mouse in their pocket.
One
does
of
that
us
do
fired a
with
gun at
anything?
them.
It's a gerbil, and it's in your butthole.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wherever he
DM
wants
said
to stay. Wherever he wants to stay.
it's in there.
So what are you guys doing?
I say we just if we just move, they don't seem to move very quickly.
Yeah,
feel like
I think we can outrun them. I
if
don't
no
know
one
what,
else fires a gun,
I mean, I don't
it
know what
attracts
Grits
more.
and Keybay are
with a
doing.
loud
I charged
gun.
TMC.
My apologies on that one, Trip. I don't know what Grits
What
and
sound
Keybay
is?
are doing, but I mean, they need to let go
Does
of
a
that.
laser
You guys
make
talking
a
out loud or
sound?
talking on a
Talking
group
out
chat?
loud.
Okay.
Group chat. You guys talking
Keybay,
Discord?
Notice how many
or-
weird people we just weirded out, just staring at each other. Just
crabs and polenta. You guys done yet?
DM, are we done yet?
Are we inside the bell yet?
No, you continue digging, and it looks like it extends pretty far down. You guys are another 8 feet down.
Holy
Damn,
crap!
I can dig.
Jeez,
you guys are strong.
fucking dig,
You're
man.
very skilled diggers, I guess.
So
Laborers at this
claws
point.
you got.
He's a sand crab.
Sandcastles in my day.
It's not a very wide hole though, so like you're almost, I don't know, digging yourself.
It's literally me just standing
It's
on
as
top
tall
of
as
you while
he
you're
is. It's
digging.
got to be.
Right.
You better set some buttresses before this caves in.
It's as wide as my dick.
I was like, Keybay, we'll come back to this. We gotta
But I
catch
mean,
up.
also as skilled adventurers and with a little bit of experience under your belt and somewhat rational humanoids, you feel like you couldn't carry this massive 40-foot object with you anywhere. And you've already tried shaving some off, and it doesn't look like it's coming apart. Just throwing that out there for the mode of logic in there somewhere.
I'll knock on it. Does it sound hollow?
Does it sound hollow? It sounds solid as shit.
So if you could tip it, you could roll it.
So what you're telling me is it isn't a bell. This is a cone of solid gold.
I said it was shaped like a bell. It's got that.
It's like a
a
cylinder.
It's thick at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah,
likes
just
it
the way
even
we
more.
like it.
Dig at the base.
I tap on Keybay. I'm like, come on, Keybay, let's go catch up with the others. I don't want to get left behind.
Right. And
All
then,
right, Kirk Cameron.
what do you?
All right, Nicolas Cage. There's a remake.
All right. So you guys say we hoof it?
Okay, look, that's stay in your lane. Okay.
Huh?
I mount Porkly and join the others.
All right. Kibe, you doing?
I mount my rhino
All right. And you head forward.
and I go back home.
Okay.
Did you call him fish
Begin the
basket? Is that what
journey
you called him?
I've seen the end of the world. I know it's flat now. No, I go through the barrier.
All right.
We should mark this spot.
I was just going to say, as you guys head through the barrier, you hear Max at the end of this sentence just be like, we should head back.
What's up, guys?
All right, Max, I think we need to mark this spot because it seems like there's no other markers other than like once the hole we've made is gone, I assume it's gonna close.
Well, while it's open, we can have someone on the other side step away, let it close, and then see if we can reopen it from this side since we can't even see it as a little test.
All right. I like that.
As you say that, Kibe just finishes running through. And
I'm here, guys.
closes up behind you.
Hooray!
Well, so
Forward
much
on.
for that idea.
Kibe, we all decided as a team that you need to keep on digging that hole.
I go back.
Yeah, as you approach, it just begins to open up. And like anytime any of you get close, if you guys have noticed the pattern now, your Dawnguard symbol definitely
It's the key.
comes. Yeah.
What does this symbol look like, Brian?
Oh, it's just
Giant
that gold bead of whatever of gold on your forehead.
The golden bead of
I go
gold.
back
Yep.
to digging the hole.
So we all look like
shaped
Dr.
like gold.
We all
I
look like
think back to
Dr.
Kibe.
Manhattan.
You know what?
Similar.
We decided as a group you needed to come along with us. We'll go back. We'll all dig together when we get back here.
Sounds
As
like
long
a
as you
plan.
promise.
I promise that Grits will help you.
That's all I need to hear.
All right. Well, they seem to be closing in on us. I think we may need to make haste.
Baron, is there any way you could mark this location on your map? Or is your map even useful?
My
We're gonna say
my
no.
map cuts off at the Black Steps.
I can set us
I've
up
never been-
a flag.
I can tell you that
You got a
I've never been
flagpole,
north of this,
or-
and I suspect not many people have.
Well, maybe like the
We know it to be south of the volcano. I mean, that seems to be enough indication, right?
if
our
it opens
compasses
at,
work here, right?
if it opens up at any point in the barrier when we get close to it, I guess we're fine.
See something about a flag there, Grits?
Yeah, I have a spare set of commoner's clothes. And
I kill everybody.
Like to see you try, FA.
you know what? No, I take that and like, is there any like rocks or anything like shrubbery, anything like that around?
Shrubbery, no. Rocks, sure.
Just trying to stack up some rocks right here and like try to
Flagpole.
make some kind of like marker. I don't care if I have to use like ink from my forgery kit, like somehow just to make it stand out from this dreary background.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you gather a couple rocks, mound them up together.
Yeah, just something.
Okay.
Take some white ink, maybe dump on it, just
All right.
something. It's some kind of marker.
At this point, the one or two walkers, I guess, for lack of a better term, that noticed you.
Shut it down.
They've amassed a couple others on their way towards you.
Close enough for melee range?
No, not at all.
Okay, well then.
They're still, but they're ambling towards you guys, and it looks like what was once one flying creature circling back is now two heading straight towards you guys.
All right, guys. Y'all ready?
We need to hustle.
All right.
Yeah.
Do the hustle.
I hustle.
All right, so you guys just dash straight towards the volcano.
To the white patch.
To the white area.
Right. All right. Yeah, you head that direction, and we'll go ahead and call it right there. Pick up next time. Yeah.
Why's
That
the white
direction.
spot guy?
Yep, we'll have to
safe
end
spot?
that session. So, do we have any announcements or messages to read?
We got some mail to
Something.
read.
We
First
do
off-
have some new mail, right?
We do.
We do, but we got to pull it up because the guy who wanted to read it.
So before that,
Refuses
I'd like to thank
technology.
our patrons on Patreon, Luke Wood and Tarken Davis.
Thank you,
And
guys.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much.
and all of
guys.
our other patrons.
Yeah, if you would like
You're
to,
our rock, our
Yeah.
foundation.
if you'd like to join the rankings of our patrons, check out the link in the episode description. We get some pretty sweet rewards, some pretty cool stuff.
We do
If
have
you had to
some
guess
fan
what
art
that
we
link
gotta-
is, what is it?
I believe it's patreon.bardsnobles.com. Also, if you're typing in URLs,
While you're,
You're
on
an
the,
idiot.
while you're on your hour of computer time,
yeah. Check out shop.bardsnobles.com. We've got some merch if you guys want to buy some.
Yeah, right now we have the basic logo available, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to get some more designs up.
Right.
Do
Tell us
some
what you
special
wanna
runs.
see.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want to see something specific,
Dick butt.
or a type of shirt, or send us a design. We could publish that, and then
Maybe.
we'll see.
we
We
have
had
had
some
a
pretty
request
awesome fan
for
art.
a red right hand emblem.
We'll get hot.
Yeah,
Red
we
right
have.
hand members.
Luke himself.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We also
All right.
have some fan mail.
All right. And we do have some fan mail from Blake Creel. He writes, for the most part, I have met or know most of you. However, I despise any character Aaron plays. I feel like they all have some sort of disability. Not that I despise people with disabilities, just the characters with disabilities that Aaron plays as. Also, in the first season, I was chomping at the bit for Keith to really want to explore that cabin and get excited about it. Alas, it is gone forever now. All of that to say, I'm a nerd that has always been against D&D just because I thought it represented the deep end of nerdism. However, now I know that true deep end is Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
I'm now begging...
Holy call out, Batman.
I'm now begging Boyd to let me in one of his sessions at some point. Thank you, Blake Creel, for writing in, for your kind words and constructive criticism. And I was also a little bit upset that we all got killed by Kraken in the first season.
So if you would like, I would like the fans to tell us, which of Aaron's characters do you hate the most?
I can tell you the dirt throwing one from the from.
That's the one that that's the one that I hate the most.
I hated that.
That one was hilarious. That was my favorite.
If you have any email you guys want us to read, send us a message on any of our socials. We'll read it. Doesn't matter what it says.
Yeah.
Also, some dope fan art.
Like 99%.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Manny Morbid.
We're getting fan art. It's crazy.
Manny_Morbid did the Keybay fan art and the Blu-ray fan art.
Yep.
We did get some new from Moon_Wing and at Drawing_Moonwing. These are Instagram tags, by the way. He did Remy Winlance,
Which is fucking dope as shit.
It is super awesome. Guys,
that makes me happy, like on so many levels.
But we have yet to get any of the main cast. If you are in art,
wait a second, you son of a bitch!
Keybay is not main.
Keybay doesn't count.
No, Keybay is just a side character. It's a recurring character.
I just want grits, guys. I'm selfish.
We haven't gotten anyone who represents me. That's all I heard, you son of a bitch.
That's all I feel.
So yeah,
your grits fan art.
I want everyone to draw a picture of Brian.
not of any of the characters or anything, just me.
Just you.
Gotcha.
An Asian You're one of the characters.
If you have messages or pictures of me or pictures of any of the characters,
please send them.
Send all of them.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yep. Thanks for listening, guys.
Tune in next week to find out what happens to us.
We don't even know.
Wrap it up strong.
Later.
Find out what happens to us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!